Hey guys, Jack on Wrist here, back with another video, and in today's video I want to talk about some new important news that just came out from the watch industry very recently, and that is the fact that Hodinkee just bought Crown & Caliber. So I think this move has a lot of implications for the watch world in the future, and that's something I want to talk about today, basically what this means for the watch industry. But before we jump in this video, let's talk about what Crown & Caliber is for those of you who are unfamiliar. So Crown & Caliber is basically one of the biggest names in pre-owned watches. They have a nice selection of pre-owned watches on their website, and if you wanted something that was like a Rolex or Omega or whatever in the pre-owned space, chances are they would probably have something like that on their website. So as you can imagine, this is a pretty big deal for Hodinkee. They don't really do too much in the pre-owned watch space. I mean, they sell some watches here and again, but really they're not really in the market for pre-owned watches, so this is a big acquisition for them. Now, Hodinkee joins a list of other companies who are trying to get a dip in the water of the pre-owned watch market. Brands like the Richemont Group, who owns brands such as Cartier, Vacheron, and Jaeger, bought Watchfinder and Co. That's another pre-owned watch seller. And Analog Shift, which is again another pre-owned watch seller, was bought out by the Watches of Switzerland group. So again, you can kind of see here some of these bigger brands are kind of positioning themselves to have a lot of pre-owned watches in their arsenal of what they do. And I think it's a little scary. I mean, I don't know if it's good or bad, but it's a little interesting, a little scary to have a lot of these big companies who sell new watches and deal with the marketing of watches having a toe in the water of the pre-owned space. It does kind of muck up the waters a little bit, and I think a lot of people are unsure what's going to happen. So if you were to ask me what I think personally, it confuses me a little bit, and I don't like it that much. Having these watch journalism websites or the the Richemont Group, for example, who owns a lot of brands, having influence on the pre-owned space. I'm not the biggest fan. I think you should let the pre-owned market just sort of be what it is. Prices are going to fluctuate, naturally up and down, and I think it's really unfair or a little weird that a lot of these companies are now trying to get a part of it and really have an influence on the pre-owned watches and the prices. I'm just not the biggest fan. I'd like it to sort of be separate. I like a lot of these companies just be their own entities, but we'll see what happens, obviously, with these new acquisitions. The Crown & Caliber CEO, Hamilton Powell, says this can only help Crown & Caliber become even better and more advanced. But if you're asking me, I don't really see how Hodinkee really helps them. And when I say that, I'm speaking from the customer perspective. I'm not really sure how Hodinkee can help them become even better for the customer. I mean, I saw that if you buy a watch from Crown & Caliber now, you can buy it with the Hodinkee insurance. Also, if you trade in a watch to Crown & Caliber, you can get that credit to Hodinkee. But there really aren't too many benefits outside of that, in my opinion, and I really just don't see the long-term vision for how Hodinkee can really shape Crown & Caliber to be better for the consumer. I mean, I certainly don't think this is going to make prices go down or anything like that. So again, I just don't really see the long-term vision. But this is where I ask you guys, what do you guys think, just in general, what do you guys think of all these acquisitions? What do you guys think of Hodinkee buying Crown & Caliber? Do you think it's going to be great for the consumer? Do you think it's going to help us? Or do you think it's really going to be just a net neutral and maybe they're just going to get their piece of the pre-owned pie and that's really it? I mean, I'm curious what you guys have to say. Whatever it is, leave it in the comment section down below. So that's pretty much it for this video. Like I said, leave your comments in the comment section down below. I love responding to you guys. And if you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe. It'd be greatly appreciated. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.